Attention! The following video is not for everyone. If you are looking for a low-performance mini PC, then this video is not for you. If your budget is below $50, then stop this video right now. But if you are looking for a premium mini computer with 8GB of RAM that can be upgraded to 32GB and has 128GB M.2 internal storage that can be upgraded to 2TB and has an expansion bay for installing another SATA hard drive up to 2TB, running on an Intel Core i3 CPU running up to 2.0 GHz, then this is a video for you. Presenting the Minisforum Desk Mini Series U500H. This is their latest Intel model, and it is a beast of a mini PC. Up next, I have a detailed review on its design and hardware, then I will demonstrate some of the things you can do on the Windows operating system. Then I will install a SATA SSD into the expansion bay and apply a second operating system which is Android 9 x86 and turn this powerful beast of a mini PC into a super high-end Android TV box with insane benchmarks and performance. Is this the one you've been looking for? Stay tuned, you'll find out after the break. Welcome back. So for starters, here's a quick look at the box it comes in, and its specs printed at the back. It says here that the processor is the Intel Core i3 5005U CPU, with a max frequency of 2.0 GHz. The GPU is the Intel HD Graphics 5500, with a max frequency of 850 MHz. It comes with a pair of 4GB DDR3L 1600 dual-channel chips, for a total of 8GB of RAM which can be upgraded to 32GB. For internal storage, it has a 128GB M.2 SSD drive. For expandable storage, you can install a maximum of a 1TB SATA SSD. And you also can install a 2TB 2.5 SATA drive maximum. So the max size is not the same for both drive types. It has dual-band AC Wi-Fi and Bluetooth 4.2. And the rest of information pertaining to ports will be highlighted in a second. So I will now do a quick unboxing. In the box, you have the U500H mini PC itself. You get one HDMI cable, and a second cable which is a new DisplayPort cable. A 12 volts 3 amps power adapter. A mounting bracket and screws for mounting to the back of a TV or monitor. 4 spare anti-skid rubber pads for below the PC. 4 screws for securing the SATA drive. And the last item is an owner's operation guide. And now a close-up look at its design and its input-output peripherals. The body is made of plastic with a glossy surface, and the Minisforum logo printed to the top. To the rear, you have one HDMI port with a display up to 4K at 30 Hz. A Type-C port. 2 gigabit Ethernet LAN ports. A mini display 1.2 port with 4K display at 60 Hz. You have some cooling vents, and the DC power adapter input. To the front, you have 3 USB 3.0 ports, a built-in microphone, a reset button, and a power LED button. To one side, you have a headphone jack, a microSD card reader, and some more vents for the cooling fan. To the other side, you have more vents. And below the PC, you have some intake vents, 2 cutout holes for mounting the included bracket, and 2 screws for opening the bottom cover to access the RAM, the M.2 storage drive, and the SATA expansion bay. This is what the inside looks like. Here you can see the M.2 SSD slot, and the bracket for mounting a SATA drive. I will now set this up on a 4K TV and capture card and continue. So I'm set and good to go. And as I start up for the first time, I will have to complete a quick setup wizard only once. Once completed, I will be taken to the Windows 10 desktop screen. To get into some more details, the ATA64 Extreme app shows the same Windows 10 Pro operating system and that it has DirectX version 12 support. The CPU and RAM information in this section show the CPU as the dual-core Intel i3 5005U, with a speed of 2.0 GHz, and this is its base speed. You have 8 GB of RAM, from a pair of 4 GB 1600 DDR3 RAM chips. The GPU is the tri-core Intel HD Graphics 5500, and the audio adapter is the Realtek ALC256. Under storage, you can see the 128 GB M.2 internal system disk, from which this is the remainder after the Windows installation. Under network, it shows that you have dual-band AC Wi-Fi and Bluetooth support. And that's a brief overview of its system and hardware information. Next, I have the scores from the various benchmarks performed on TV boxes and mini PCs in my videos, but the scores in this video doesn't include the Antutu benchmark for Windows, as it's no longer available on the Microsoft Store. You will however get the Antutu score in the Android Dual Boot segment in a moment. So these are the results of the various tests under the Windows 10 operating system. First, the results of the NovaBench RAM copy speed, and the internal storage disk read and write speeds. The RAM copy speed is a whopping 13,222 megabytes per second. The internal storage achieved a read speed of 429 megabytes per second, and a 495 write speed. If compared to my last mini PC video, or TV box, these scores are way higher. Next, the results of the Wi-Fi speed test. I got upgraded to 100 megabytes by my local internet provider, which is great, so the results showed the 5 GHz band and the LAN port hitting the new maximum speed. The 2.4 band could only manage around 51 megabits per second. The results of the Geekbench 4 CPU benchmark shows that the Intel Core i3 CPU scored 2,490 single-core and 4,736 multi-core. That's a pretty high score for a mini PC of this size, and I'm eager to see how it performs in the dual boot segment. The final benchmark is the Ice Storm Extreme and the CloudGate GPU benchmark, part of the TreatyMark Gamers Bench Windows version. In this test, the U500H got an Ice Storm Extreme score of 26,249, and 4,164 in the CloudGate test. These are also some impressive scores and shows the power of the Intel HD Graphics 5500 GPU. So that's it for the benchmarks. Let's see how we can use the U500H for standard use and for entertainment purposes. When it comes to standard use, the U500H is a full-fledged licensed activated Windows computer, so all the basic functions like Microsoft Office applications, browsing the web, checking your emails, connecting a webcam and using social media, basic photo editing, playing music, installing preferred antivirus programs, multitasking, and playing games is all possible on this mini PC. To get deeper into its entertainment features, you can install the Netflix app from the Microsoft Store or open the Chrome browser and watch Netflix movies in HD quality, without worries about DRM support that you have to face on Android operating system. Simply connect it to an HDMI port on your favorite television, and enjoy Netflix in the highest quality. However, it will require the use of an air mouse, but that's a no-brainer. Another entertainment and informative function of this mini PC is the use of YouTube. Open the Chrome browser and watch YouTube videos in as high as 8K quality, but it plays best at 4K resolution despite I having high bandwidth speed. Most of you watching this video will be interested in knowing how it plays 4K videos at 60 frames per second. Well, I ran all the videos and even installed various players and codec packs, but the 4K samples failed to play smoothly. The drivers and codecs for the Intel chipset to play Dolby and 4K media just isn't optimized like in the GN31 model. See for yourself. I will now play a few Windows games to test the GPU performance.
Control the area.
Yo, quiet down. I'm trying to concentrate. This is my territory.
They will die at my hand.
I got moves.
We are capturing! Hell yeah! Zone is under our control. Keep it secure. Warning! Zone is being contested.
The games played fairly okay, but Windows games require more powerful GPUs to play games like Fortnite. So that ends the review of the Windows operating system, and now I have my special dual boot to Android x86 project. Please note, this is not part of the original function of this device, but it's one of the exciting features that adds value to your purchase. I installed a 500GB SATA SSD into the expansion storage bay, and installed Android x86, which is a custom Android version designed to run on Windows hardware. This operating system is running in standalone mode, so the Windows operating system is not affected in any way. If you would like to learn how to install Android x86, see the link in the description area. So this version of Android is the latest BlissROM Android 9 version released a week ago, that now features Vulkan GPU support, and bug fixes to certain issues. Features of the ROM include advanced launcher, with long-click pop-up menu, horizontal scrolling panels, and drag-and-drop shortcuts feature. A fully functional navigation and status bar with system controls. You have root access. Screen rotation options. Alternative launcher support. Changeable wallpapers. And BlissROM special options to customize the ROM's behavior and interface. Some of the missing features not yet added to this ROM include HDR display support, Dolby Video and audio support, DTS audio support, DRM support for Netflix to play in HD quality, drivers for HDMI audio pass-through, and OpenGLES version 3.2 support. And now a look at some benchmarks. These high benchmarks are the kind of results we would love to see in regular TV boxes someday. Just look at these scores. So those were the scores. If this was a complete ROM with all the missing features and optimized, this would beat any regular Android TV box with ease. However, it's still a work in progress. I won't be playing any 4K videos because the playback is just as bad as on the Windows operating system. You do however have YouTube in 4K quality only on the YouTube Smart TV app. The Android TV version and the YouTube Advanced version only plays up to 1080p. I will now play some games and attempt gamepad key mapping.
My blade.
So Android gaming is a real high-quality experience on this device. It's like playing games on a gaming computer with all settings set to maximum and they all play smoothly. The only issue is that there is audio only via the headphone jack, and gamepad keymapping apps don't work. These issues can be fixed with later releases of the BlissROM on newer versions of Android, but the good news is, you can keep on upgrading as they come out. In summary, the Minisforum U500H is one of the better PCs that can be classified as a high-end mini computer with massive expansion and application options. I've only begun to scratch the surface of some of the amazing things you can do on this device. There is currently a promotion running till the end of October where it's available at 10% off its original price. And this promotion is only available at the link in the description area and on my website, so please don't go looking elsewhere and then complain in the comments. And full disclosure, using my links also support my channel in attaining more products for review, so thanks in advance. Thanks for watching. Remember to like this video, share it with friends on the Android x86 community, and don't forget to click the subscribe button and the notifications bell for more of these videos, and see you in the next one.